On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Fossilized.
Transformed into a fossil equals something preserved in rock for a very long period, or preserved in the form of a fossil, antiquated or inflexible.
Examples:
Obsolete fossilized ways. A fossilized grove. The dinosaur bones were so old that they had been wholly fossilized, turning to stone over millions of years.
Equator.
A line of latitude that separates Earth's northern and southern hemispheres and has a radius of around 40,075 kilometers, 24,901 miles.
Examples:
South of the equator. Above the equator. Ecuador is on the equator.
Ice cap.
A mass of ice that permanently covers a considerable area of land, typically found in polar regions.
Examples:
The shrinking ice caps in the Arctic. Receding ice cap. The melting ice caps are a clear indication of climate change.
Hemisphere.
Half of the terrestrial globe, half of a sphere.
Examples:
Northern hemisphere. Cerebral hemisphere. This weather pattern is unique to the southern hemisphere.
Plunge.
To dive quickly and steeply downward, to thrust or throw into something. Noun, a steep and rapid fall.
Examples:
Plunge into the water. Plunge a dagger through his heart. The company's profits plunged after the recall of their new product.
Abyss.
A deep, dark, or seemingly bottomless chasm or void.
Examples:
The abyss of time. An abyss of hopelessness. The deep sea is an abyss of mystery and discovery.
Iceberg.
A large piece of ice floating in the sea, detached from a glacier.
Examples:
Hit an iceberg. Iceberg melting. The ship encountered a series of icebergs and had to change its course.
Plateau.
An elevated, relatively level expanse of land, typically vast and extending over a large area, a state or period of little or no change following a period of growth, development, or progress.
Examples:
Plateau region. Plateau in performance. The hikers finally reached the plateau after a long climb up the mountain.
Seamount.
An underwater mountain or volcano that rises from the ocean floor but does not reach the surface, often forming a peak or cone-shaped landform.
Examples:
Underwater seamount. Volcanic seamount. Seamount chains are formed by the movement of a tectonic plate over a hotspot.
Seafloor.
The bottom of the ocean.
Examples:
Seafloor exploration. Seafloor mapping. The oceanographer studied the seafloor topography to understand how it had changed over time.
Taxonomy.
The classification or scientific study of organisms, including their relationships to each other, based on shared characteristics and traits, a system of organizing and categorizing information in a particular field or subject area.
Examples:
Taxonomy system. Biological taxonomy. The taxonomy of insects is incredibly complex due to the huge number of species.
Brittle.
Easily broken, cracked, or shattered when subjected to pressure or stress, lacking flexibility or resilience, fragile.
Examples:
Brittle bones. Brittle material. The old books in the library were so brittle that they crumbled upon touch.
Tentacle.
A flexible, mobile, and long arm-like organ used for feeling and holding things, catching food, or moving.
Examples:
A squid's tentacle. Posterior tentacle. The police caught the fugitive criminal in the tentacles of an expanded investigation.
Carbonate.
A carbonic acid salt or ester that contains the anion CO3.
Examples:
Sodium carbonate. Alkaline carbonate. The explosive chemical reaction does not occur in all sodium carbonate.
Basalt.
A dark, fine-grained volcanic rock that forms from the solidification of lava.
Examples:
Basalt rock. Basalt glass. The hiking trail was lined with towering basalt columns.
Undersea.
Located or occurring beneath the surface of the sea.
Examples:
Undersea earthquake. Undersea habitat. The undersea environment is very different from the surface, with unique flora and fauna.
Moor.
A large area of open country, typically on high ground, covered with rough grass or heath, especially in Britain. Verb, to secure the vessel to the shore or to a dock, buoy, or another ship, typically using ropes, cables, or anchors.
Examples:
Low-moor bog. Moor the ship. The rolling moor was a large, open area of high ground covered with heather.
Mariner.
A sailor or seaman, someone who works or travels on a boat or ship.
Examples:
Mariner's compass. Seasoned mariner. The experienced mariner guided the ship through treacherous waters.
Scurry.
To move hurriedly and with little or no grace, often with sudden changes in direction.
Examples:
Scurry back and forth. Scurry about aimlessly. The squirrels tried to scurry up the tree to avoid the dog.
Seasick.
Feeling ill or nauseous as a result of being on a ship or boat that is moving or rocking back and forth in a rough sea, suffering from motion sickness.
Examples:
Avoid getting seasick. Seasick medication. The rough waves made some passengers feel seasick during the boat ride.
Featureless.
Lacking distinctive qualities, characteristics, or features, plain, unremarkable, or nondescript.
Examples:
Featureless landscape. Featureless interior. The wall was featureless, with no patterns or designs to break up its dullness.
Sponge.
A soft material with many microscopic pores that can absorb a large amount of liquid and is used for washing and cleaning.
Examples:
Sea sponge. Metallic sponge. The tiny marine sponge has existed for more than 500 million years.
Holothurian.
A marine animal belonging to the class Holothuriidea, commonly known as sea cucumbers, characterized by their elongated bodies and presence in various oceanic environments.
Examples:
Holothurian species. Holothurian habitat. The marine biologist studied the behavior of the holothurian in its natural habitat.
Slug.
A common name for any terrestrial gastropod mollusk that appears to lack a shell with soft and black or brown color, a bullet, a shot of alcoholic drink.
Examples:
Lazy slug. Reduce slug damage. I spotted a large slug in the rainy garden.
Pyrolysis.
A chemical reaction that occurs with the application of heat, resulting in the breakdown of material into smaller chemical components or constituents, often involving the release of gases or liquid byproducts.
Examples:
Biopyrolysis. Pyrolysis plant. The pyrolysis of wood produces charcoal, which can be used as a fuel source.
Centimeter.
A unit of measurement of length in the metric system, equivalent to 1/100th of a meter.
Examples:
Centimeter measurement. 30 centimeters tall. The room was only 1 centimeter wider than the piano, making it a tight fit.
Reconstruct.
To build or form something again that has been damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
Reconstruct an image. Reconstruct the original text. They've decided to reconstruct a ruined castle.
Micron.
A unit of measurement equal to 1/1,000,000th of a meter, used for measuring the size of particles and microorganisms.
Examples:
Micron measurements. Micron imaging. The width of a single human hair is around 100 microns.
Glacial.
Relating to or resembling a glacier, equals a slowly moving mass of ice, or the process of glaciation, characterized by an extremely slow or gradual pace or movement.
Examples:
Glacial movements. Glacial terrain. The glacial pace of the negotiations frustrated both parties.
Unpopular.
Not liked, supported, or approved by many people, having an unfavorable reputation.
Examples:
Unpopular decision. An unpopular opinion. The politician's stance on controversial issues made him an unpopular candidate for many voters.
Shovel.
A tool with a handle and broad scoop or blade used for digging or moving earth, coal, snow, or other granular materials.
Examples:
Snow shovel. Shovel blade. The construction workers used a power shovel to dig the foundation for the building.
Fission.
The splitting of an atomic nucleus into two or smaller nuclei, releasing a large amount of energy, the process of breaking something into smaller parts or pieces.
Examples:
Heavy ion fission. Atomic fission. Nuclear fission is the process of splitting an atom into two smaller ones.
Thorium.
A radioactive chemical element with the symbol Th and atomic number 90 that is silvery white in color and is used as fuel in some nuclear reactors.
Examples:
Thorium deposit. Thorium reactor. Certain isotopes of thorium are used in medicine for treating liver cancer.
Turbulent.
Marked by a lot of sudden changes, confusion, or uncertainty, characterized by intense activity or agitation.
Examples:
Turbulent waves. Turbulent age. The stock market has been turbulent lately, with prices fluctuating rapidly.